toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to pass, it's Owens. Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. Lots of room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Here's a heat. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The give is to Smith. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams, but it's right about this range. He's got it! Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On the direct snap, it's Smith. Touchdown, Minnesota! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's the pressure. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Malone. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's got it on the right. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Minnesota 14, BYU 7.
First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Owens. Pulls it in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Tempo and overdrive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without... Got enough space! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake, now to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Bachmeier. This time it's complete. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna look downfield again. Fires it down the seam. And he's got it at the 30. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. BYU right back to the line. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, BYU! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hard running there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Here comes the field goal unit. Just drives in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On the run, it's Malone. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeyer. He's taking the shot. Already toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete. The chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Can't can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. This one's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Quarterback making checks. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Ramsauer. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Dropping back, it's Owens. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Touchdown, Minnesota! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Buckmeyer. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better, but to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try the toss to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots.
Got a lot of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To the air on first down. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's got the back in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Pulls it and fires to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Rushes on him. Fires toward the end zone. Makes the grab on the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsauer. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense set on first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Power football with the run. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Good timing on the quick out. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Nakua. And he's brought down after a nice gain. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
To the air on 2nd down. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Owens. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. And you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Nakua.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's going for a big play downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, These guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Trying to pound it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ball game. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play, because that was a critical turnover.
Gets it out quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Golden Gophers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick completion to the right. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This is just getting gross. I mean, he's close to 500 yards now just dissecting this defense. They have had no answer for that powerful line.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith takes the handoff. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. That was a clutch field goal, and now the pressure goes to the other side. Can they stop them from getting into field goal range to win it? He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.